Your thoughts on today then, Graham?
Well, it feels like a loss, I thought we started ever so well. First 20 minutes, controlled the game quite well. And then the goals we give away are just frighteningly easy. It's just, I'm so frustrated for them as much as anything, because over the game they've done enough to win that game, but just defended poorly on set plays. And the same last week at Stafford.
Yeah.
The last 3 goals we've conceded have been headers about 2 yards off our line. It's just frightening. I mean, no one means not to defend properly, but if you can't defend set plays, it's going to be hard to win games of football.
And yet, go a goal down, 2 goals just before half time, set it up, going into half time in the lead. And it was good for both Dan Cope and Alex Curtis to get those goals, because they were very, very busy. And then you look second half, it was though, Witton weren't putting Rangers under that much pressure.
No, we couldn't play a basic game second half, which was basically just get the ball behind them, just get them turn them. And it was hard to get out of this half.
Bless you.
And we just couldn't get enough ball behind them, to cause them enough problems. And I never really thought that we were in much trouble in open play. But I always felt if we give a free kick away or corner or something, we just seem to have an inability, certainly since I've arrived, to stay tight to men. And you can work all day long on tactics and everything, but for basic, like me staying tight to you, touch tight and stopping you winning the header, if we can't get that right, then it's always going to be a problem area.
And it is space in the penalty area, isn't it? It's every time all of a sudden the opposition seem to have a player in space.
Well, certainly we don't seem to get it at the other end, do we? So
no, not at all.
It's a fault we have. There's no question about that, and you have to address it. And the best place to address it is on the training field. And I'll be honest with you, I have difficulty getting everybody to training. And I've said this here to the last game: you can't progress a football team without having everybody you need there. And this is a really frustrating level of football in terms of commitment I'm finding. And that's something that has to be addressed and overcome. But there are other difficulties that are, we've got to overcome at this football club mentally with the players. And I've got to go into a meeting with them now, and we've got a game on Monday. And things are going to be hard between now and the end of the season. And obviously a win today might have just kept everything a little bit closer. And I understand that the Vauxhall situation, it might only be the bottom 3 go down. You never know, something else might crop up. But I've said to them, we need to get as many points as we can, and to do that, you have to work hard on training fields as much as anything. And just getting everybody that needs to be there and showing the commitment that this football club should have. And I think it's been a problem all season from what I'm gathering. But to commit yourself to football at this level, we can perhaps eradicate some of the problems we're finding. But I make no bones about it that I'm having difficulties for whatever reasons getting everybody together on a regular basis, and it's a problem at this level of football from what I'm told. But
and again, it's obviously not something that you're used to in all your years of experience of management.
I've never known it in my life. I find it unbelievable, to be honest. And I can't accept it even at this level. If it's acceptable at this level, then it's acceptable by people. It's not acceptable by me, and I've just got to question myself whether I want that. I mean, I can't improve a football side without players there for training.
It's interesting that I had a similar conversation with Tim Flowers when Tim was manager here, because he was saying he had exactly the same problem. This was the level above when Rangers were in Skrill North.
Well, yeah, but there are reasons for things, and reasons why people have, I'll call it, a sloppy attitude to sort of training and things like that. I mean, there's cost involved, and you have to keep your dressing room happy, to be fair, so that the commitment you're after, they can't come back to you with any answers other than I should be there. At the moment, there's too many opportunities for people to come back to me, well, this reason or that reason, and in some of the reasons they give me I can't argue with. So it's something the football club has got to address for the future, and whatever league they play in next season, whoever's manager, whatever players they've got in that dressing room, it's not rocket science. If you don't get together often enough and work hard on aspects of the game, you can't improve it. It's like any job in you do. If you don't work hard at it, you're never going to get any better, and football's certainly one of them sports you've got to work hard at it.
One last one. Got a game on Monday now, which was dropped on us yesterday. Your chance to use some of these youngsters you've put in the squad?
Well, we'll certainly try and look at some, for sure. I mean, it's a difficult one because I've just said to them, players, we've got a game on Monday. They go, what? I think it's unfair that it's been dropped on our toes as a part-time club, that people have got to make arrangements to get off work and things like that, and I think that's grossly unfair. But we've got to get on with that game now on Monday night. And yeah, definitely people who haven't had a lot of football, so we say Matty Berkeley for one. I need to get them out there and let's have a look at them, and some of the youth team lads hopefully can get involved, and we need to have a look at them. And for the future of the club, we need to have a clearer picture of what is actually in the football dressing room at this moment in time, and how many of them can stay and hopefully progress the football club.
Cheers, Graham. See you Monday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.